Bonjour everybody and welcome to day 2 of week 1 of my Build Your Resolve and Ignite Your Fire for 2021 program. Let's get rolling and let's get truly started with building our vision board. So the theme for the day is the first house of your vision board, which is the physical house of well-being. Before I get started, I get this question asked sometimes: why do you start by the physical house of well-being? Because usually when people start building or thinking about the life of their dreams, the things they think about are, I want to get a new house, I want to get a new car, I want this kind of job, or I want to fall in love, I want to have children. So they do not think about their health first. But if there is one thing that 2020 has taught us, is that if you do not have your health, well, you can go nowhere. You know, how are you going to go after this amazing love, or how are you going to build the career of your dreams if you are feeling sluggish and you are out of shape? This is just not going to happen. So the physical house of well-being actually is the most important of all houses, and we should put it at the heart of our priorities because it is the foundation. Okay, so what does this house incorporate? There are 4 elements. The first element is your health and fitness. The second is your sleep. The third is your food. And the fourth is your mindfulness and maybe some kind of meditation, if you will, practice. Let's move on to the first thing, the first element of this house, your health and fitness. Or health and fitness, maybe you have some physical goals, like I want to weigh this much, I want to have a certain muscle mass, I want my body to look like this, or I would just want to be the fittest that I can be, or I want to look like this person, I want to start yoga, I want to, God knows what. You know what you want to do. But also, I think more than having these kind of very distant goals, when something that is very important is to incorporate some small actions and to make them daily actions into your life so that you reach your goal. And I'm going to share 3 tips with you right now that I do every day, no matter what happens. The first one is that the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning, I get some water heated to prepare my tea. And because the first year I came back to Paris, I was always being sick. You know, the kids are going to kindergarten and they come back, and I used to have these nose and throat infections all the time. And my very good friend, who is an acupuncturist and who is also one of the very good experts in France on essential oils and Chinese medicine, recommended that every morning I make a cocktail with a small spoon of honey, in which I put 3 drops of essential oils. And since I've been doing that, I promise I never got sick again. So if I stop for a few days and I start to feel my throat is itching, I just start again, and just after 1 or 2 days, boom, it's gone. It's amazing. It works like magic. And the recipe is in the workbook. It's in your workbook, okay? The second thing that I do is a green juice, which is an immunity booster and also an energy booster. Same thing, the recipe is in the workbook. So what I do not have somebody in my house to prepare a juice every morning. So what I do, I get it done once in a week. I prepare it in a batch. Sometimes I freeze half of it. I put it in an airtight container and I keep it in my fridge. And then every morning when I get up, I can have my green booster juice. The side effect of this juice that I never expected was that my hair started growing strong like it never had for years. I think maybe for 10 years, even before I got married. I was always having split ends and I could never manage to grow my hair. But since I'm having this juice, maybe because it's, first thing first, you start putting good stuff into your body, and also it's very rich with avocado, my hair has improved so much. It's amazing. So this is every morning the miracle honey teaspoon and the green juice. And the third thing I do every morning is I spare 10 minutes, whatever happens, to do my fitness routine that I can do everywhere, anywhere. The only thing I need to have is a yoga mat or a carpet if I do not have a mat, and a TerraBand. So I'm going to show that now because my friend and Pilates and gyrotonic instructor Isabelle Louet is sharing this some of her tricks with us. And I'm going to also put the link here in this page, so you can start incorporating this 10-minute routine every day. And just don't think of these things like some tasks, you know. Just think about them like your opportunity for having a wonderful and fit and healthy life, full of energy, so that you can be out there and you can change the world or do whatever your plan is, even if it's not to change the world. The second thing is the sleep. So the sleep was never part of my targets until I had children and I started understanding what sleep deprivation was. I remember 1 year after having my second baby, I was a single mother. I was walking in the streets of Paris and I felt like I was just going to fall. This is how tired I was. It was horrible. And so I took on a course on sleep. And one of the things I do right now is that I intentionally stop looking at my phone and my computer 2 hours before going to bed. And also I got one of these lamps that create an artificial daylight to wake me up, and this has been a life changer, especially when you see the kind of weather that we are having in Europe in the winter. It's horrible. The last thing before the last thing is the food. So food, we are going to see next week in the week with Josephine Statz about the FIRE method, what are your priorities in life and how you put your money into your priorities. Well, one of my priorities in life is to be fit and healthy, and I prefer to spend money on food, and I buy horribly expensive meat, horribly expensive fish, horribly expensive fresh fruit and vegetables that get delivered straight to my doors from Rungis Market, because I do not care having a car. I do not care to buy clothes. If I cannot afford, I will put my money in the food first. And I always cook myself. I try to serve my children some homemade food, and I will also be sharing a few tricks in the workbook. The last aspect is your meditation and mindfulness practice that you might want to incorporate into your life, because it is also part of your physical house of well-being. Mental health is part of your physical house of well-being, and for me the life changer has been learning the breathwork techniques with Suzanne Ubari, which I already credited so many times, and particularly in the time of the lockdown, this has literally saved my life. Being able to do some breathwork practices, it was just like being able to evade or to travel or to see my friends. So your task for today, you look at each of the 4 elements of this first house, which is your physical house of well-being. So your health and fitness, your sleep, your food, and your mindfulness and meditation practice, and you start collecting images, collecting thoughts, and also writing down what you want for this house in this coming year. And I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to try out my 10-minute routine that you can do at 0 cost and you need to incorporate in your life to feel great every day. Have a lot of fun, enjoy, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
But now I'm thinking, maybe I should add getting a facelift as a goal for my health and fitness in 2021. Shouldn't I?